Witches. So I am just like on a roll today. I'm gonna film this video too, and hopefully my neck got hot, so I took off my scarf. But today we're gonna be talking about setting intention, which I think is one of the fundamentals of witchcraft. To me, this is like the easiest way to start practicing witchcraft, right? So you don't need any tools except your brain, and all of the energy is coming from yourself. So you don't really need to do anything special, maybe like casting circle, but again, that can be done without any tools. You can just create a sacred space and cast circle. We can talk about that in another video if you guys are still confused on that term. A lot of people have different ways of doing it, but I can show you mine just in case. But basically, setting intention means that you are defining what you want to do in a working. So you are taking your energy and putting it into a working. That could be literally anything. Like that could be a spell jar, that could be a tarot reading, that could be, like to divine the future. I know people who do that. But basically, it could be candle magic, it could be a banishing, it could be, like I said, literally anything. But you are just defining the purpose of your spellcraft. So you're saying this is what I am doing. You're just putting it out there. So if you go back 10 to 15 days ago, when I first did my intro video, you might have seen that I had put out the intention that I was going to finish this, and I am going to finish this. I'm going to do 366 videos. It's going to be awesome. And I literally just stated that and put it on the internet. So I don't know. That was me charging a working, aka making a video. I always cast a sacred space before I film. I put that out into the universe for a reason, and that's because that's really what I want to do. The main part of any sort of spellcraft is charging that work with your intention, and putting your energy into it. Your tools and other things like herbs and crystals can lend energy to it, but in reality it really all comes from you, right? For me, a lot of intention setting is internal. So I don't say or chant a lot in my my ritual work, just because it makes me uncomfortable, because I'm just I don't know, it just brings me out of it. When I'm working, it's usually alone, so it feels a little bit weird to be talking to myself, I say, as I am filming a video. But I feel I don't usually speak things when I'm working unless it is a single sentence for my intention. So usually what I'll do is I'll internalize the message, okay, I'm going to do this working, and then once I cast circle, once I have everything out, I will occasionally state it. Usually it's just a constant message on repeat in my brain. So I'll be charging something with my intent. So as long as you're saying or saying something with gusto, I think that's really the best way to set your intention. You're just I'm doing this. Yeah, I hope that was enough. I feel like I over-explained that a little bit, but whatever. But you just gotta kind of put that period on the end of the sentence, right? So after I have mentally or verbally said it, I will often also write it down, because I think there is something about taking your thought and then putting it on a physical piece of paper. So I'll cut out strips of paper and write my intention out in a black pen. It can be any color. I like black, whatever. And kind of just depend, I'll fold it up, and then depending on what I'm doing, I'll either burn it, I will bury it in the earth, I will sometimes, a really cool one that I did recently, took a piece of paper and wrote on it in an ink pen, and then put it in moon water, and let the ink kind of go out into the water. That was so cool and very cinematic. And then I took the piece of paper, I buried it, and then I poured the water over it and prayed over that dirt and water thing. So it was a double whammy. That is how I set my intention for each of those workings. So fire, earth, water. Air is kind of hard, but maybe you could scatter things in the wind. That's also kind of a idea. So other ways of setting your intention or manifesting change, like I said, include speaking. I also really like to make playlists. I know this is a modern witch kind of thing, but I'll make playlists that give me the same kind of vibe or energy, and just really kind of if I need to get pumped up, I'll put that on and really just like, it's like almost like an internal charging of intent kind of. It's like, all right, I'm putting this on, like this is gonna get me pumped, I'm a bad bitch, like whatever. Or the opposite, I'm calming down. But like listening to playlists tend to be kind of a more low energy version of manifesting, because you can listen to it and do it internally. So some people have a whole like journal where they write down their intention for the day, like write down like things that they're grateful for, which is like a really awesome practice to have. It's a lot for me to take on right now, but I think it's like very helpful and very cool. But like this year, my partner and I made vision boards for what we want our year to look like. So that was like a really cool exercise. I really recommend it. You can like keep it in your sacred space. If you're in the broom closet, it's just a vision board. It doesn't really have to mean anything, right? But it can to you. And it's like low-key spellcraft. You can do it with other people and, you know, set your intent that way. But it's awesome. So, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So anyways, I just want to know, like, how do you guys manifest? If you have, or set your intention or manifest things, leave it down below. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.